Well, before beginning with today's conversation topics, I'm afraid to let you know that Mrs. Maria Cecilia Santander, who is the person in charge of English Open Doors program from Mineduc here in the region, won't be able to be with us today due to some health problems. And she has sent her apologies. And of course, we understand her situation. Fortunately, Miss Claudia Boniche, a graduated teacher from our program, is going to present part of the information about PIAP, the English Opens Doors program. And she's going to talk about it in general, of course. And she's also going to talk about the job done by the teachers' networks. Miss Claudia Boniche is a teacher of English, as I said before, graduated from our program in 1988, and she's got a master's degree in education. She also has diplomas in EFL and leadership for professional development. She has been a teacher, ambassador in Austin, Texas, USA Embassy. Ms. Boniche has 30 years of teaching experience in different educational centers, such as school language schools or CFTs, among others. She has also worked as a monitor of English camps and after school workshops programs from PIAP. And she has been a mentor in the program of Mentor for the Teachers Academy in the British Council. And she's currently working at Colegio Trinity School, and she's also working at a CFT Juan Boan as a pedagogical advisor. She's the coordinator of a Teachers Net called Masters Net from La Serena. And we want to have an open conversation with her. So if you have questions or comments, as Javier said before, after her presentation, I mean, you can ask her or write them if you can use your microphone after her presentation, okay? Dear Claudia, thank you for accepting our invitation to participate in our English Fest. And
Thank you.
now we're willing to listen to you.
Thank you, Marian. Well, so glad to see you here. So glad to see my teacher, Ana Maria. I'm so happy to see her here. And also happy to see some of my colleagues and friends. I haven't seen them all, but I saw Yerko, Sandra. I think it's Elvis too. Well, I'm not sure about the rest because I haven't seen all the screens. Yeah. But I'm so happy to be here. I know that you expected Maria Cecilia from the English Open Doors program. She's our English representative, regional representative, and unfortunately she couldn't be here. But I'm glad to represent her. Yeah, she prepared this presentation where she told a little bit about her path as a former student of Universidad La Serena, same as me. But she asked me to talk about what networks are. So she titled the presentation, English has opened doors for everyone. Okay, so there you are. There she is. If you don't know her, she is our regional representative. Maria Cecilia is one of the most hard workers women I have met in my life. And she is the one who has gathered a lot of teachers and students in marvelous, wonderful initiatives. Okay. So yes, all these, all these initiatives are centered on teachers and students. Yeah. Teacher professional development is very important for the English Open Doors. And of course, the job we do with our students too. Okay, so please, yes. Some of the initiatives that have happened during 2020 and before too, but all of them, the characteristic of this is that they have all been online, yeah, because we have been migrating from in-person to virtual, right? The first one is Teachers Academy Mentoring. This is a professional development program focused on the update of pedagogical and methodological knowledge. And this course delivers tools to boost the oral expression of the language, including class planning, evaluation, and differentiation. This teacher mentoring program focuses on giving support and guidance, pedagogical reflection, and strengthen pedagogical competencies. Later, we will have a colleague who will focus on this a little bit deeper. This year, there are 34 teachers who are doing this teacher academy program. Also, we have in this program a public speaking and critical thinking course. This is also from last year too, but this year is virtual, and we have 8 teachers working on this program. And this course is focused on developing oral, cognitive, and citizen skills of students by providing the English teachers the tools necessary to teach these critical skills in the classroom, facilitating students' use of analytical skills, as well as comfortability with expressing themselves in English in the classroom. Also, there is another course, which is Decreto 83, and there are 14 teachers. And this course is it focuses on helping teachers implement an inclusive educational environment through creating a culture of inclusivity and integrating diverse policies and practices into the classroom. Okay, so at present we have 14 teachers who are doing this course, Decreto 83. And another initiative is Pedagogical Leaders. This is a real nice and important program that 13 teachers in the year 2020 are doing. This plan aims at equipping leader teachers with transferable skills needed to facilitate reflection and guide decision-making regarding pedagogical work and enhance the continuing professional development of all members within the English Teachers Network. What is important to state here is that all these courses and initiatives and programs are only for teachers who are in the networks. Yeah, if you are not in the networks, you cannot apply to them. So it's important that when you finish your program at the university and you start working, immediately register on a network. You will see that there are a lot of networks here in the region and in the communes too. Okay. Then we have also a classroom management, where we have six teachers that are doing this course. This is a course that develops the effective strategies for managing the classroom, and that fosters innovation, deep learning with their students. Later on, we will talk a little bit more about it. And also we have Technical Professional English, TP English, and it's an online course focused on providing methodological updates for teaching English in a technical professional context. Here we have Francisco Atencio, who is one of the teachers in my network who has done this course. Maybe in the round of questions or comments, he will tell you a little bit more about it. Also, we have innovation projects, and there are 30 teachers who are doing this project. This aims to promote collaborative work, reflection, innovation among the networks by implementing different projects for virtual environments and remote lessons. very important. And also here we have people who are doing these innovation projects. Sara Daros, maybe in the, as I said before, like Francisco, in the round of questions and comments, maybe she will help us to develop a little bit more this topic. And of course, wait. And of course, the English teacher networks where we belong. There are some teachers here that are from the networks. I can see Pamela, I can see Alfredo, and Karina, who was a former coordinator. And there are some other teachers who belong, like Priscilla, I think she's here, and Sandrita. They all belong to the English teacher networks. 201 teachers in the region. Can you see that? Okay. Now we can see the picture, the name of the networks here. This is the region that has the biggest amount of teachers participating in networks. Networks are all along Chile, from Arica to Antarctica. No. But there are a lot of teachers working with that. In Elqui, yes, you can see that. From Andacollo, Coquimbo, La Serena, La Higuera, Vicuña, Paiguano, Andy Marie, Combarbalá, Montepadre Valle, and Punitaqui. And from Choapa, Canela, Los Vilos, Salamanca, and Salamanca, yes. Well, as you can see, there are a lot of things to do here, okay? Cecilia told me that there were some initiatives in pause just because of the pandemics. Yeah, not because of other reasons, but the Cambridge placement test, you know that the Cambridge placement test is very important because when it is required, Maria Cecilia can call you to take this test. Yeah, it's some projects requires this test. So another thing we have done is that we meet I think twice a week. No, sorry, twice a year, but no meetings this year because of the pandemic, but there are 2 regular meetings with coordinators and members, and there are some experts invited to these meetings, and they share their knowledge with us, so then we can do the same in our network meetings. Yeah. Also, there are some initiatives with students. I know that you know this. We have had English summer and winter camps. Not this year, not this winter. I think there was a stop because of the pandemics. So no winter camp this year, and probably no summer camp in January. But all of these are paused just for this time. We have also have extracurricular workshops, which are called after school program. And also they have been working on some worksheets in English in the Aprendo en Línea website, which has been a support for students and teachers during the pandemics. All these worksheets have been done by the coordinators of the regional representatives. Yeah, and another initiative that is not here is the volunteers program because of the pandemics. So I want to invite you to participate in the English Open Doors program and in the English Open Doors initiatives, because we grow, we develop ourselves, we learn how to work in teams, and also we have had lots of opportunities to gather and to share. Now that we are not in person, we can do it too, okay? There have been lots of innovation projects here that I think Cecilia wanted to talk about the WIL network. I don't know if there is a teacher here from the WIL network, but their project was fantastic. Also, there is a picture there about the regional meeting in the last year, where we had the visit of some experts that share their knowledge with us. And also, there is a picture there where I think there's Karina. Karina is there, I think. Those are the teachers who came back from their experience I think in Cambridge and Australia, because last year they had the possibility to have they call it pasantías, but we can say it's scholarship abroad for English teachers. I think this initiative will go on, but let's wait for the pandemics to stop. But all of these things are there. They're waiting for you, teachers, because all of you, if you are in a network, you will have the chance to participate. So I invite you to register and participate in English teachers networks. Oh, I don't know why she had a picture. She had that picture, but I think that is one of her goals, to go back to Australia, because she won a scholarship, I don't know, like 5 or 6 years ago to Queensland, and she wanted to go back, but I don't know why that picture is there. But I think it's one of her goals that you would like to meet someday. I don't know if it was clear for you what the teachers networks are. I see that, yes, the Camila, Pamela, Sandra, Alfredo, Karina, Priscilla, Patricia. There are some teachers that belong to networks. Yes, so I think they
maybe if they want to participate, yes. Claudia, Javier can manage the time.
Yes, you can talk about your experience.
Thank you, Ms. Boniche. It was very clear. It was very clear the point and how important it is for a teacher to be part of a network, to develop professionally and also personally. It seems like you can make also a lot of friends, more than colleagues, with working in networks. And if there are any people who have any questions or comments, please raise your hand in the Zoom menu, and I will give you the word. Please. We encourage you to speak up, to participate.
Maria, please, Miss Ana Maria. Yes, yes. Speak up.
I'm checking my microphone.
It's on. It sounds good.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
First of all, I want you to forgive my English, because I haven't spoken English for about 20 years. Yes, so my English must be very rusty, I'm afraid. And so please forgive any mistake that I may make, okay? First, I want to congratulate you, Claudia, and tell you before that I'm so glad to see you. Although we connect ourselves on WhatsApp, but it's much better, and it's something that touches my heart to see your faces, although we can't touch us. Okay, I mean, I'm speechless. I can't imagine. In fact, I didn't imagine how much work you have been doing for the sake of the students, for the sake of the teachers, and for everyone. In fact, these networks and all the courses that you offer for teachers who are beginning their career I knew about the nets, of course, but I didn't know how much you had developed and how much you had grown and how much you have done and you continue doing. Sometimes, from time to time, in fact, I seldom speak to Maria Cecilia and ask her about her work. She's always very busy. I know she's very hardworking, and all the teachers, and you, especially you, Claudia. I'm so proud of you and everything you have done to specialize and in your professional career. I'm so happy. Just to tell you that everything was clear for me, and I would like to continue learning about all the things that you do. And if in case, I don't think so, because I can see that there are so many teachers, so colleagues. That I mean, you are excellent, brilliant. I think I am so proud of you, especially proud of my students, those who were my students at the university. You can't imagine how happy I am, because now I can tell you, my dear, I have to confess, admit that I was away from the world, outside world. Well, you know, sometimes life faces you with surprises. But I decided, despite my years, I decided to start getting close to the world outside and to get in contact with people that I stopped seeing for such a long time. I admit that I was ungrateful with many of you.
Well done, Miss. Well done.
I am trying to somehow compensate this by contacting some of you thanks to WhatsApp and Facebook. But now I will follow you as a fan, and in case I can help you in what you think I might help. But I don't think you need my help, because you are so resourceful, so you're full of energy, and you're so devoted to your work. And I can see that you all have this inner vocation for teaching and for helping. For example, in connection with the social work that students are doing, students who are studying English to become teachers. When I saw the title of this session, I immediately thought outside the classroom and said, maybe they are doing some social work, because this is so necessary. And now that I see that they are doing this, I also congratulate students. I congratulate you all, and I feel very happy to be here, and I hope you can accept me in other sessions, okay? Well,
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Fluency, right.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your comments and your very kind words. We all appreciate it very much. Thank you. And now we're gonna give the word. We have an extra 3 minutes, and we're gonna give the word to the director of our department or school, Mr. Elvis Campos.
Elvis, nice.
Thank you very much. Well, first of all, I want to thank Claudia. I was listening to her, and it reminded me of the occasion when they invited me to go to what's the name of the place? Montepatria. Montepatria to have a session with them on something in connection with kids, I remember. And I could see how they work, the energy they have, and I have mentioned that occasion to in many meetings that I had after that. I'm also very glad to see Karina, Pita. I see Pita there, all right, Alfredo and other colleagues, but especially Miss Ana Maria. I have so many duties in this afternoon, but I said, no, I won't go to the other meetings. I have to be here, and I came just to give a big hug to Miss Ana Maria, to whom I respect, and I always remember her because she is in my heart. I say that in public, right? When somebody asks me, who was your best teacher? I say, Miss Ana Maria Cortez was my best teacher ever.
Thank you.
She was our best teacher ever. Sorry to interrupt you, Elvis.
So I am so glad to see her, and I remember myself being a very thin blonde boy. I had hair in those times, sitting in the first row, listening to Miss Ana Maria. Oh, I'm almost in tears now.
Thank you very much.
Only
Thank you
did my
very much
best with all my heart.
for the comments.
I really loved you very much. I nice things. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so
Before you go on, Javier, sorry to interrupt you, but for those who don't know, because there are some students here that I'm sure they don't know Miss Ana Maria Cortez, we are so moved because she was our methodology teacher. And as Elvis said, and Claudia said, we remember her, and she is the best teacher we've ever had. And that's why we're so moved. And I didn't know that you will be here today, Miss. So I'm so happy to see you.
Thank
Your
you.
mic is off. Okay.
All right, Javier, let's continue.